It's called stupidity.
Ash. Okay, sorry. Hello world and good everyone, it is your boy, the Halal Developer, and I'm back again to give you the best of what I used to give to you here in my channel. You're welcome to the Entrepreneurial Mindset Series episode 1, and with me in this video is Shaykh Abdullah, the founder, Reliance Cooperative Society Ltd. And also he is a businessman and entrepreneur, and I have him with me to discuss the topic, think like an entrepreneur, become an entrepreneur. Also with me in this video is the founder of IATech Consult, brother Ibrahim Abiola, and we are live today to do this video and make it very, very, very interesting. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you are going to be missing a lot because I am bigger, getting better, and I will be amongst the best. So with so much love from RMC, I will see you on the tech side.
Let be poor. Breathe. Don't suffocate them.
All right, the main topic to be discussed in this video is actually think like an entrepreneur, become an entrepreneur. But I wouldn't want to make it a topic to be discussed, but I gave it that title. But then in the title, we have subtopics, and it's going to be more of like a question to the to my guests in the video, and they're going to give answers based on their very, very big experience. So with me, like I introduced earlier, is Shaykh Abdullah and Malam Abiola Ibrahim. And let's get straight into the video by asking Malam Abiola, first off, the founder of IATech, to tell us about a bit about himself and a bit about IATech.
I'm Yusuf Ibrahim Abiola. From Oyo State. I lived my whole life in Abuja, studied in the Federal University of Technology, Mina. Been in business for over 5 to 7 years. Originally wanted to become a professor. That was what my family wanted. Also, I actually wanted that, but look at me here doing business. IATech Consult is the official tech partner to Reliance Cooperative Society, and as a vision, we intend to facilitate business processes using technology. And we started that as little as we can in school. Started by training others as students, and we continued by partnering with big business people and also medium-scale businesses in facilitating their business processes, their social media handles, their websites, their portals, and every other thing that makes business easy in essence. As a person, currently I work with Reliance 360 Limited and Managing Director, Reliance 360 Limited. Business, I would say, is passion right now, even though it became accidental for me, if you check the history. But nonetheless, I look forward to sharing some part of what I know on business, entrepreneurship, and we would keep learning.
Thank you. All right, the next person to introduce himself to us and to you, my beloved audience, is brother Madam Shaykh. I don't know what else to add to his name, but Madam Abdullah, the founder of Reliance Cooperative Society Ltd. Let's have him telling me a bit about himself and a bit about Reliance Cooperative Society Ltd.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Shaykh Abdullah Adofiku Raymond. I am an entrepreneur, a scholar, and a politician. He was just whining me when he was hyping my name.
You need to know.
I am an ordinary citizen. There's no GCFR, ON on my name for now. I entered into entrepreneurship, I would say accidentally, because it was not something that I would say I was gifted or born as an entrepreneur. But I entered into entrepreneurship because I found out what I wanted in life, and I realized that I cannot achieve those things without entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is just a means to an end. My goal in life can only become successful if I follow through entrepreneurship route. So I see entrepreneurship as that car that you would, enter when you are going to your destination. So my destination is somewhere, but I need a vehicle to get there. So entrepreneurship seems to be that vehicle. So that's what I would say. And the Reliance Cooperative Society was born out of the shared passion to make the world a better place through ethical financing, because we found out that if people could get financing for as little as education, as little as starting up a business, we can reduce unemployment and unemployability in the world. And if we can reduce unemployment and unemployability in the world, I strongly believe it can be a better place. Imagine a world where everyone is employed, they have good jobs. Imagine a world where everyone has good skills that no matter the type of job, they can really fit into it. There will be no poverty, there will be no illiteracy, there will be no ignorance, and we want to be part of that story. That's why we do entrepreneurship. Thank you.
All right. Moving on, and let's get straight into the gist of the day, the topic to be discussed, and the subtopics under it. Think like an entrepreneur, become an entrepreneur. Let's go back to Shaykh Abdullah again. Shaykh Abdullah, based on the topic, so we have an intro to it. How do you tell people to think like an entrepreneur so that they can become entrepreneur? What do they need to work on to become an entrepreneur?
Yeah, first I would like to give you an understanding of what I feel entrepreneurship is all about. I see entrepreneur as someone who sees a problem and decide to find a solution to that problem. But this time around, he doesn't want to do it alone. So he calls his friends, he calls his enemies, he calls his families, he calls his acquaintances, he calls everybody he knows. Those that are bigger than him, those that are smaller than him, those that are equal to him. He brings all of them together and say, let us solve this problem. But he's not solving the problem for any other reason. He wants to make money out of it. So at the end of the day, after solving the problem, he puts a price to the solution.
Okay.
And then when he makes the money, he finds a way of sharing it to everybody that's involved in solving the problem. That's who an entrepreneur is. So anyone who can solve problems and can gather people together to solve the problem together, and after solving the problem can share the dividend of the proceed from the solution, then that person is an entrepreneur. So if you have the mindset of always trying to solve a problem, then you are going to more likely be a good entrepreneur. If you have the ability to bring people together also, you're also more likely to be an entrepreneur.
All right. So I want you to hit deeper because it's more of like a subtopic under this main topic of think like an entrepreneur, become an entrepreneur. So again, I want you to now tell us, how do we develop that entrepreneurial mindset? How do we people, or how do me as a person, what should I work on to develop that entrepreneurial mindset?
For me, I think it's an issue of personal responsibility, because just imagine yourself walking down the road, you see a stick on the road. 9 out of 10 people, I don't have the statistics though, but you find that what people will do most likely, most people will pass the road without removing the stick from that road.
True.
Maybe only one person will take the personal responsibility to remove the stick from that road. That person is trying to solve a problem. The problem is that there's a stick on the road who might probably injure someone.
Yes.
Who might probably cause harm to an individual. So he decides to remove the stick from that road. At the end of the day, what he's trying to do is entrepreneurship. But the only difference between him and an entrepreneur is that he doesn't know how to make money off that solution.
Yes.
You get the whole concept? Yes. He doesn't know how to make, but it starts from there. The idea of personal responsibility, it starts from there. So everybody has the ability to become an entrepreneur if most people take personal responsibility for solving their problem. Like there was a book written by Stephen Covey.
Okay.
The idea of 7 habits of highly effective people. Okay. The first number 1 habit he made mention is proactive, being proactive, meaning taking responsibility. Because a lot of people will wait for somebody to be the one to do that thing first. An entrepreneur is someone who doesn't wait for anyone. He sees a problem and he goes for it. Problem. So this is what I would stop for now.
All right.
As more question comes, I can elaborate more.
All right. So the Doctor of CommonSense, I forgot to introduce him with this name before. This is the brand name, the Doctor of CommonSense. So let's have him shed a bit of light to the talk. How to develop your mindset.
The topic entrepreneurship, like thinking like an entrepreneur, becoming an entrepreneur, it's a mindset issue. And just as Shaykh Abdullah spoke earlier, he talked about being a problem solver. I call it it's law of process, something about process. You don't become an entrepreneur or a leader just in one day. It's something you develop over time. When I stated I'm an accidental businessman or something, I actually meant that because I had no much business inclination. I come from a purely academic background, even though my mom actually does minor business or petty business. But being in the business world and trying to wake up every single day, trying to solve problems and make profit, thereby has actually made me become an entrepreneur that solves people problem. It starts by you having the mindset, you putting it in mind that you want to solve problem for earning something. I would state being an entrepreneur also means being a leader, because the common thing here is solving problem. A leader is supposed to solve problem, an entrepreneur is supposed to solve problem. So an entrepreneur solves problem for impact and to benefit in that regard. So let's say, for example, you are a tech person. There's a difference between your skill or your job and your business. So you're a tech person, you understand Vue.js, Node.js, tech side, we know all the JS and PHP and the rest. You get, right? It doesn't just stop there. You are someone who is employable at that point. And I'll talk about the cash flow quadrant. But you are someone who is employable at that point. When you become an entrepreneur, is when you go beyond the bubble of what you know, so trying to solve people's problem. There's this person beside you. Could be your roommate, it could be your neighbor, it could be any other person who actually needs that skill to solve it. So you should be thinking problem solving. How can I use Node.js, Vue.js, PHP, or any other skill you have to actually create a database to make business process easy? The vision I mentioned for IATech didn't come up in one day. It's actually a process. I realized that in my own role in tech and business is just to make people's business easy. So I really just focused my attention on that. I'm going to build softwares and business system to make the flow of business easy, and we then succeed from that. So it's firstly a mindset shift. You have to be purposeful on it. I know that it's a process. Keep learning and keep trying to become better on that road to become an entrepreneur.
All right. A lot has been said with regards to developing that mindset. From the part of Shaykh Abdullah, he said you need to solve problems, and he hit really hard on that. That is, you need to solve when solving problem, and you are able to monetize that solution you have brought out. That's what makes you an entrepreneur by having that mindset of solving problems. And then from the part of IATech, the Dr of CommonSense, he also shed light and hit on the point of being a leader and using whatever skills you have to solve people's problems. Without much of our time, let's move into another gist for this video, which is setting a vision. Shaykh Abdullah, how would you advise people to set a vision?
Yes, but the question is,
Okay.
English is not our language. So we are using big words: vision, purpose, goals. The average graduate does not even understand the meaning of those words.
That's serious.
So I'm to do a statistic and let's do like a survey and ask people without Googling it. Don't Google the word.
That's serious. Oh, we'll do that now.
Don't Google the word vision, right?
Okay.
Just, how will I say it? Define vision.
Well, I do.
Here, what we call ikhtilaf.
Differences. Yes, sir.
There will be so much that you'll be wondering. Some will define vision as mission, some will define mission as vision, some will define vision as goal, some will define goal as vision.
So I never understand.
Then the problem is you're not telling people to set a vision where they don't even understand what is the meaning of vision. So what I try to do, I avoid complexity.
Okay.
And the idea is to keep it super simple. A picture of how your life would look like in an ideal situation. That's what I call a vision.
Makes sense.
A picture of how your life will look like in an ideal situation. If every single thing was going well, meaning you didn't have to hustle for money, you didn't have to go to school, you didn't have to work, you don't have to do any single thing. Everything you wanted in life was given. How would your life look like? Have you tried to one day ask yourself, how would my life look like? Because there's one problem that's always keeping us from what we really want. You guys at NYC now, I just want to finish, get a job, pay, get married and every single thing. There's always one bottleneck, and like, but ask yourself, if you've achieved every single thing in your life, how would it look like? Then that's what your vision is. And your vision is in different areas. Your whole life, in your family life, in your business life, in your whatever endeavor you want. You have to have a mental picture of what it will look like. And that is what you call your vision. And then it's your vision is unique to you. That's why it's your vision. It's nobody's vision. The problem is that people like to be like chameleons, mimic, meaning, the law of averages. You're the average of the people around you. So sometimes most people don't find out what they really want out of life, their own self. And they're like, and the law of see finish. I call it the law of see finish. When raining while Hausa people call it raining while when you don't see person, you don't finish them. See finish don't happen. When you how will I put it? When you are too used to people, the lack of respect comes in. So the law of see finish plays a big role even in people's life. For example, I want to be a farmer. That's what I really want. I've seen every single thing in this life. It is agriculture I want to be. But because my friends around me wants to be astronauts, some of them wants to be Elon Musk, some of them wants to be like Zuckerberg, what happens? I start looking down on what I really want to be. And I now underrate that thing because it's me.
Yeah.
I actually saw there was a lady I was speaking to, and I asked her, what do you want out of life? She said, I just want to be a mother and a wife. And I was shocked. And I congratulated her because she doesn't know how big that is. Because a lot of people are like, why would I just want to aspire to be a mother and a wife? That is our own vision. What concern you? That's what she wants out of life. So the question is, what do you want out of life? Given every second, if you had your way to write down your destiny, if you had a way to write down how your life is going to look like, what is it? So that is what a vision for me actually is. I don't know the dictionary definition, and for those who want to argue, should argue in the comment section.
All right, and he will see you on the tech side. We are not on the tech side, we are on the entrepreneurial side. So let's have, I think from Shaykh Abdullah's definition or opinion, the Dr Of CommonSense will surely have something to
break it down
to give it all to us in a very common sense. So let's have him dish it out to us.
I really love the way Sheikh broke it down, because most time these are just terminologies. Don't make mistake and think they are not important when you're submitting some proposals and stuff like that. If you check Sheikh's profile of Reliance Cooperative, there's a vision. But what he's saying is beyond that. When forming it, it goes beyond just the terminology and the rest. It's about self-discovery. First thing is self-discovery. As an entrepreneur, you need to even know who you are. Not entrepreneurship business, not for everyone. That's the truth. It's okay, and it's also very good if you choose to become an employee. If you choose to just invest in people's business without owning yours and the rest. However, most importantly is about knowing who you are, what you are created for, your purpose, and then what exactly do you want to achieve. Now, on vision and the rest, it's just as Shaykh Abdullah said, it's more like a picture of what exactly you want to achieve, a picture of you in your dream life. Okay, so what would I be if I have everything in the world, if I have all the money in the world, if I have all the time and everything at my own disposal with no deficiency? What will I be doing with my life, or what will I be doing with this company? That's the vision. And you just bring it in a simple statement to make the world a better place using this, to make business processes easy using this. You get, that's just a vision statement, and this would guide you. A vision statement is actually very important because it's what brings the value of the organization, what keeps the organization during the time of difficulty, during the time of enjoyment, and it keeps the organization focused. If you don't have that, it's not about the write-up. It's about living it. And if you read the 17 Irrefutable Laws of Teamwork by John C. Maxwell, there's this law of the law of vision or something like that. If you as the leader is not living the vision, don't expect anybody to leave it with you. So you should believe in the vision than any other person in your team, and you work on that. Another thing is, nothing is too small and nothing is too big to achieve. It depends on what you really want and focus on it. If you want to achieve something big, you need a bigger team. If you want to achieve something small, probably you can do it alone. You can do it with your family members. You can do it. So it's choice. In essence, vision is what you want to achieve if you have everything at your own disposal.
All right. This is getting very, very interesting, and trust me, stay tuned and keep watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please. I will not even beg, because you are going to miss a lot when you don't, but let me still beg. Please subscribe to my channel. Let's join, or be the water to my seed that makes me grow, so that I will continue to see you on the tech side. Yes, we're back to Shaykh Abdullah, the founder, Reliance Cooperative Society Ltd. It's a very big company, very, very big company. I will not say much about it now. We're in their studio, so if their studio can be this awesome, then you should know that you're going to get so much from them. Very, very soon we'll have him to talk about Reliance as a topic in the Entrepreneurial Mindset Series, and I will see you on the entrepreneurial tech side. So Shaykh Abdullah, what do you have to say about tagging spirituality or tagging poverty as part of spirituality?
It's called stupidity.
Okay, sorry. Back to you. Continue.
That's done now. Do you want much?
Yes, there should be much more. It's
Spirituality as part of what?
no, tagging poverty to be a part of spirituality. As a Muslim, you say, I don't want money, I just want to be on my own. Or as a Christian, you say, no, I want to be poor, I want to hold my Bible.
And it's outside simple. I said it's called stupidity. And it's nothing bad for you to be stupid. It means that maybe at the point that you are at that moment, you are not mentally, strong enough to understand certain concepts. And we can all be stupid at different point in time.
Okay.
You can find an educated person that is very, very stupid in an area of a place that is not his expertise. You can find, for example, now, let's say I'm an entrepreneur, right? And I now I want to come and give you advice on medicine. That's stupidity, actually. That's where you see my stupidity. Each and every one of us all have one form of stupidity or the other.
Okay, I hope this definition now has brought our mind down. We will so calm down, everybody. Me too, calm down, all right?
No, it's not to appease anyone. The idea is to trick on your emotions, because sometimes you need people to tell you that you are stupid for you to grow. If you don't meet people who tell you that you are stupid, then sometimes you always believe in Wonderland, Cinderella kingdom, where everybody says, you're doing well, you're doing well. Sometimes people need to look into your face and say that what you're saying makes no sense. Because if you look at it from a spiritual angle, when you say you tag spirituality with poverty,
okay,
what is your references are you making? Because you don't make any statement in the name of religion without backing from religious text. So on what reference? So God said in the Quran or in the Bible, go and be poor.
No.
It never said that. Blessed. Meek means people who are humble. It has nothing to do with poverty. You can be poor and very arrogant, and that's the worst set of people you can that's the worst than Pharaoh, because you don't have anything, and yet your shoulder is high. So that is, it has nothing to do. So anyone who says religion and poverty should coexist, then you should produce his evidence to follow, especially when he brings it from a religious perspective. Umar bin Khattab was reported to have one time said, if poverty was a human being, he would have caught him and killed it. The Prophet ﷺ used to seek refuge in Allah every single day, morning and evening, 3 times, asking Allah to save him from what? In Allahumma inni a'udhuka min al-kufri wal faqri. 3 good times. Oh God, save me from disbelief and poverty. He says it 3 times in the morning and 3 times in the evening. It's like, when you're taking medication. When you take medication every single day. This is a dua that the Prophet makes every single day. So I don't know what religion you are talking about, but if it is Islam, I don't think you in this regards, the word I used earlier will be the best way to describe you. And it's not an insult. It's just to tell you that you've not been able to upgrade your knowledge, and everyone can be stupid at any given period of time. I was also once stupid because I also had that same mentality.
All right. A quick reference to the whole world. I'm reading a book by Scott Anderson, Think Like a Billionaire, Become a Billionaire. And this author, the author of this book, is a Christian. His father is a pastor. And I really got inspired when he hit seriously on the part of tagging spirituality, tagging poverty to be spirituality. So we can all look into the book, read some of the parts, the chapters, and we need to all build our mindsets and take off that, what was it called, clothes of saying, I need to be poor, I want to just worship. You need money to worship. If you don't eat, how well do you worship? Icebreaker time, icebreaker time, icebreaker time. We want to have some fun, and we'll start with Shaykh Abdullah once again. Shaykh Abdullah, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, or Jeff Bezos, who do you go for?
All of them now. Understand? I be said among them.
No, you need to choose one. No, not enemy.
I'm not an enemy of wealth.
Oh,
Yes.
all right.
So it depends on who is richer any given period of time. If today is Elon Musk, it's my guy.
Okay.
Because it's my guy.
Makes sense.
Bill Gates, it's my guy.
All right.
They're all my friends.
Okay.
But they don't have my number yet.
All right. Makes sense. Entrepreneurial mindset. Let's go. So, the Dr. Of CommonSense, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, or Bill Gates?
Elon Musk. I like his wisdom, his drive, and his vision. Not everything about him anyway.
I know. I thought it would be the part of the tech, mostly Tesla and the likes. All right, let's go. Icebreaker two. Madam Abdullah, what is your dream car?
RV.
RV.
Yes, recreational vehicle.
What's recreational vehicle?
It has kitchen, it has toilet, it has every single thing. Just Google, just help it on YouTube.
Okay. Not the RV per se. Okay, we have different types, or not types. We have different brands of car company. What car company would you patronize as your dream car?
That would be the one I create. It's called Mouse.
The one you create?
Yes.
Wow.
It's called Mouse.
So you have a goal to how to
Yes, like you know the way a mouse look like.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to be designed. So our team will do that.
All right. Well, we are looking towards that. The Doctor of CommonSense, what is your dream car?
Mine too is mouse.
Finish.
We are on the same path.
How will they promote people?
These people, they are working in the same company. I'm an outsider from RFC. They are insiders of Reliance. I don't know what they have in mind. Well, my own dream car too is a lie. My dream car.
Mouse.
My dream.
Mouse. Yeah, not saying mouse.
Okay. Wait, I don't want to argue. Okay.
Mouse. You will not even dream of any
Are
car.
you serious?
Just what I'm saying.
Okay, wait, but for real, let me talk. I've not been talking since. Let me talk. Once upon a time, I was in the house doing my whole RMC dream, writing out my dream. And my younger brother was like, "Hey, halal developer, Abdulsalam, how far? What do you think about having RMC Auto?" And I was like, "Oh, RMC Auto."
Yeah.
So my dream car.
Major distributor.
All right, so
We did.
so dream car.
Partnership.
Yes, we have signed the partnership, and is it through audio recording though?
Yeah.
It has been signed, and we look forward to.
You can present it anywhere.
Makes sense. All right, let's move to another icebreaker. But well, I wanted to play a game here. Yes, I have a dream car to be Mouse. I have a dream car to be RMC Auto. But I want to play a game to my audience watching this video. I have actually 3 cars in mind that I want to get. Aside from Mouse and RMC Auto, I still want to have them. So if you can guess that car in the comment section, if you get that car in the comment section, you're going to get an airtime of 1,000 naira, whatever network it is. You just have to send a DM to my Instagram if you get the car. So send me a message or text, send the car you think is my dream car to my Instagram, and if you get it correctly, you get 1,000 naira airtime. Let's move to the icebreaker before we wrap up with our video. Icebreaker 3. Shaykh Abdullah, would you own a private jet?
Sure. Now, what are you? That question they don't even answer. It's not a luxury.
Okay.
It's actually a necessity. Owning a private jet, it's one major necessity you would need so that you don't have to always be queuing.
Waste time. Time is very important.
Travel to 4 countries in one day.
That's nice. How about you, IATech?
I will rent one office.
Oh, You rent one. Okay, I don't want to hit on this too much. Let's just go. I don't want to hit much. So last icebreaker before we wrap up with two more things to be discussed in the video. What was the figure, Shaykh Abdullah? What figure entered your account? And you were like, hey, you shouted and maybe probably went down to sujood. What figure? I don't know if you want to mention it, but just for
No,
they will not kidnap you, don't worry.
no, it's sometimes you might think it's actually one big amount of money. No, it wasn't.
Okay.
I think it was less than 10,000 naira.
I used to maybe you were in.
I was very broke. So it's not big money that my money is good.
It's true. It's
Money
true.
can make you. I swear I went perform ablution. I prayed to Raka.
Oh, it's true.
Come.
It's true. It's
Straight
true.
up.
It's
So
true.
thank God you asked that question that way. And then leave it at that.
Okay, let's leave it at that. So he has caught me. I wanted to hear millions. Let me not talk too much. But where he has hit the hammer on the nail very well. IATech, what amount entered your account? Don't answer the way Shaykh Abdullah answered. What amount entered your account? And you were like, Omo, like that kind of thing.
I was in school. I was broke. And then I had this scholarship thing. And I was like, waiting. I was going to pray Friday prayers and 200k into my...
No, me, I did.
beside, yeah, okay, beside...
It was not in school.
no,
It was in Wuse too. Me, I know the other one. That one was in Berger, Wuse Zone 6. So we first find a name for newspaper in those cities.
Yeah,
Of course,
it's empty.
check the name again. I go say you no go see your name. Like entitlement, you must see your name. You can't check, I can't see the name. Almost straight up, we no shame anywhere. So down.
The other one, I was literally broke in school. And then I was going to pray. And I saw a lot. I thought it's FSB or something, 200k. Went straight beside the school library and there's people passing. Where is it? You don't understand.
All right, wrapping up with the video. In 1 minute, the Doctor of CommonSense, Brother Abiola Ibrahim, the founder, IATech Consult. What advice do you have to the audience and anybody that comes across this video?
The advice is simple. Know yourself. Do self-discovery. Don't carry another person's cross. Don't think entrepreneurship is the only way out, even though I'm an advocate for entrepreneurship and business. If you are an employee, be an employee. If you are an investor, be an investor. If you are a business person, be a business person, but do it diligently. At the end of the day, you can be a well-paid employee and then invest in an entrepreneur's business and you all cash out. You get that? So just understand who you are and do it well.
Okay. That is a piece for us all. It's a piece for all of you. It is a piece for me, myself, and I. Whatever level you are, we all must not become an entrepreneur, but whatever level you are, what is worth doing is worth doing well. When you are at work, work well, you get that promotion, you get that money, save and invest. Be a worker at the same time, an entrepreneur, an investor, or whatever it is, a businessman. In 1 minute, I love this part of my videos. In 1 minute, Shaykh Abdullah, what advice do you have to me, the halal developer, and what advice do you have for RMC?
Go and marry.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Marriage is an amazing thing.
Yeah, it's true.
So when you're married, it opens doors for more blessings.
Sure.
And if you're not contented with the first blessing after marriage, marry another one. And then you can
Interesting.
marry until
Billionaire mindset. Okay.
your doors of marriage are closed.
MashaAllah. I was not expecting this. Continue.
So that's for personal life.
Okay. Personal advice.
Then gossip more about yourself. Do a boy, like be following yourself like the way you follow celebrity on Twitter. Always be checking your current trends from yesterday. So if people gossip more about themselves, they will know themselves more than they know any other person.
True.
So you be the first person to criticize yourself before anybody criticizes you.
Makes sense.
And you be the one to measure your progress according to your antecedents, not according to the progress of others.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
So what advice do you have to RMC? It's still a seed and it's growing, inshallah.
I think feel free to pray and let people's criticism be your fuel to succeed. So when they tell you cannot do it, then tell them that they don't have the right to say it because they are not the one who made you or who could make it happen. So that's just use people's rejection, disappointment, and their criticisms to fuel you, and then you push yourself upward.
All right. With all of this being said, we have come to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, I'm not going to add that if, take away that if. You enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Sorry, I have to appreciate for those of you who stayed until the end of this video, a big thumbs up goes to you, a big thank you goes to you. Keep supporting, keep liking, keep doing what you do. If it's prayer you can give to me as a person, keep praying for me. And I promise to be that great person you have in mind. I have that in mind, and I know you love me and you have that in mind for me. Kindly subscribe to my channel, share my videos to your friends and family. This video is not for just myself, for you all to watch and enjoy, to learn and benefit. Kindly like and subscribe, comment as much as you can so that I will see you on the tech side.